If you're struggling to fall asleep, stay with me, and I'll share some invaluable tips that will significantly improve your sleep. Hello everyone, I'm Robert Miller from Young Forever Health, and in today's video, I'm going to teach you how to achieve restful sleep. Many people experience sleep disturbances, and their prevalence is steadily increasing, affecting all age groups, from children and teenagers to the elderly. I'm here to provide you with golden advice for establishing a healthy routine that will lead to truly restorative sleep. But before we dive in, please take a moment to click here and subscribe to our channel. Young Forever Health is growing rapidly, and we are incredibly grateful for your support. Don't forget to activate the notification bell so you receive all our latest content. We consistently share highly relevant information that can be a tremendous help to you. Now let's get right into the video. Sleeping should be a straightforward and pleasant part of our daily lives. Simply resting your head, drifting into a deep, enjoyable sleep, and waking up in the morning feeling completely refreshed, re-energized, and fully prepared for the day ahead. Our sleep is, without a doubt, one of the most vital aspects of our health. It's during this crucial time that our blood pressure and heart rate are regulated, neurological issues are addressed, and even potentially harmful cells are identified and eliminated. If you consistently fail to get restorative sleep, you open yourself up to a multitude of health problems. It often feels like poor sleep is becoming the new epidemic of the modern era. Yet, surprisingly, few people truly grasp its profound importance. The absolute foundation of a healthy life is consistent, restorative sleep. I even have another video that delves deeper into this topic, but for now, I'm going to guide you on how to achieve it. To truly understand and master the art of falling asleep, you need to comprehend the entire mechanism of sleep, how our body functions, and how it was originally programmed. Firstly, remember that we are, at our core, prehistoric beings. Our bodies were programmed to be active during the day and to rest during the night. While many people today reverse this natural cycle, our fundamental physiology and internal mechanisms are designed for us to be awake during daylight hours and to sleep when darkness falls. So how does this all work? As we sleep and the day begins to dawn, even with our eyes closed, our pupils perceive the increasing light. This light exposure starts to activate cortisol production. Cortisol is a crucial hormone produced by the adrenal glands, often referred to as the stress hormone, but in balanced amounts, it actually helps us manage stress. However, an excess of it can lead to heightened stress and other health issues. Cortisol typically reaches its peak around 10 a.m. During this morning period, it's beneficial to avoid sunglasses and allow yourself to absorb all the natural light that the new day offers. If possible, witnessing the sunrise can be incredibly helpful in this transition. Once you've experienced the sunrise and received that initial light stimulus, consider incorporating physical exercise into your day. While you can exercise in the morning, afternoon, or early evening, it's best to avoid intense workouts late at night. Engaging in physical activity helps your body produce beneficial substances like serotonin and dopamine, which are pleasure-inducing chemicals that leave you feeling more relaxed, balanced, and focused. You'll reap the benefits of this exercise throughout the entire day, and it can even help reduce anxiety. If you have the opportunity, exercising in the morning is ideal. If not, find a time that works for you. The goal is to wake up earlier and go to bed earlier. But if you're struggling to sleep, I'll show you how to make it happen. After exercising, you'll already feel more relaxed, and your body will be a bit more tired. Then you'll move on to your work and focus on your diet. Ideally, eat after your morning exercise. If you tend to feel unwell, a banana beforehand can be a good option. This aligns with our prehistoric programming. Wake up, hunt, exercise, and then eat. Nourish your body. Continue your day working, and if you have the chance, observe the sunset. This is where another key secret lies. As the sun's light diminishes and it sets, your cortisol levels naturally begin to fall. Watching the sunset is arguably the best form of chromotherapy, color therapy available. Think about it. The day starts bright, then transitions to oranges, sometimes purples, and gradually darkens. This natural progression helps to slow you down and further reduce cortisol. As the light decreases and cortisol levels drop, another vital hormone, melatonin, which induces sleep, starts to rise. However, after sunset, we often turn on electric lights and spend hours looking at our phones. We need to start avoiding strong artificial illumination. I'm not suggesting you turn off all the lights in your house and live in darkness. There's no need to be extreme or radical. You can certainly use your home lighting, but try to avoid excessive brightness. Next, plan your meals to be well before your bedtime. If you aim to sleep by 10 p.m., try to finish your last meal by 8 p.m. Going to bed on a full stomach can disrupt your sleep. So, as the evening progresses, you should gradually start to dim the lights, making them progressively lower until it's time for bed, when the lighting should be very soft. Before you finally get into bed, you need to begin the process of relaxing. What can you do? Take a warm bath or shower to help your body unwind. Then, put on comfortable pajamas. Your clothing choice truly makes a difference. Ensure your mattress is comfortable, your pillow is properly adjusted, and your bedding is cozy. Your entire bedroom environment should feel like your personal sanctuary, a place where you can be utterly comfortable. If your pillow is bad, your sheets are scratchy, or your mattress causes back pain, your sleep will suffer. If you go to bed feeling stressed or anxious, you're likely to have nightmares all night or struggle to fall asleep at all. If you don't slow down your thoughts, your mind will race, making sleep impossible. Anxiety is another modern epidemic. We all experience it, but we must learn to decelerate. As bedtime approaches, cultivate positive thoughts. Avoid stimulating movies or content. Instead, read books that calm you and put you in a good state of mind. Listen to pleasant, non-agitating music and allow yourself to unwind. You'll notice that the ritual of sleep actually begins when you wake up, not just half an hour before you go to bed. It's a complete ritual that leads you to finally lie down and sleep. So after your warm bath and comfortable pajamas as bedtime nears, turn on a soft bedside lamp and read a book. Many people find that as soon as they start reading, their eyelids grow heavy and they begin to feel sleepy. If you hold your phone up to your face, that screen emits light. This light enters your retina, signaling your brain, "Attention! It's morning! Time to wake up!" Your cortisol levels will then rise, and your melatonin, which was just starting to increase, will plummet. With low melatonin and high cortisol, you'll either be wide awake or, even if you're tired, you'll struggle immensely to fall asleep. In conjunction with these practices, you can also incorporate certain teas. Peppermint, chamomile, or fennel tea can be very helpful. Naturally, you should avoid stimulating teas like mate, black, or green tea, as they contain stimulants and caffeine. Focus on teas that promote relaxation, such as passion flower tea or any other calming herbal tea you prefer. A warm cup of tea can be very soothing. Just make sure to drink it a little while before lying down. Your book. There are also certain foods that, when consumed for dinner, preferably 2 hours before bed, can induce sleep. Yes, there are foods that promote sleep. These are typically rich in tryptophan. Tryptophan is a precursor to serotonin, which in turn is a precursor to melatonin. So, incorporating tryptophan-rich foods into your diet can be very beneficial. You can easily do a quick search online for a list of foods high in tryptophan, but some examples include green bananas, poultry, nuts, and a small amount of carbohydrates. You don't need to eat a lot, and the idea that you can't eat any carbs before bed is a myth. Everything in moderation is fine. A small portion of carbohydrates, not 2, 3, or 4 pieces of bread, but just a little, can help induce sleep. Think about why our grandmothers used to give warm milk to children before bed. It was believed to be relaxing. While warm milk is a solid food that can be heavy to digest, it curdles in the stomach like cheese, leading to a long digestion process. A warm herbal tea can offer similar calming benefits without the digestive burden. If we look back in time, before smartphones, very few people were taking melatonin supplements. Now, with the widespread use of smartphones, many individuals are resorting to melatonin supplementation. But what's the point of staring at your smartphone screen all evening and then taking a melatonin capsule? Your cortisol will still be high, and while the supplemental melatonin will raise your levels, your body will be confused by the conflicting signals of high cortisol and high melatonin. It won't know what's happening. Therefore, the first step is always to practice good sleep hygiene. Our ancestors were incredibly wise. In the past, people living in rural areas, though today even rural areas are modernized, would wake with the rooster and go to sleep with the rooster. This happened because they respected our biological clock, known as the circadian rhythm. Why does a rooster crow at dawn? Because it's regulated by light. All animals and plants are regulated by the presence and absence of light. A rooster crows at sunrise and goes to its roost when the sun sets. They have this rhythm perfectly regulated, unlike many of us today. So, people in rural areas would wake with the rooster, complete their daily tasks, and then go to sleep as the sun set. They observed the sunset, When you go on vacation, you often return feeling relaxed. Why? Because you have the time to watch the sunset. While almost no one watches the sunrise, though it's incredibly important, many people do watch the sunset. You might be on the beach admiring the sunset, or even if you're not actively admiring it, you're perceiving the transition of the day and the diminishing light. Then you return home after the sun has set. People admire this experience and return relaxed, saying, "My vacation did me so much good." If you incorporate watching the sunrise and sunset into your daily routine, you will experience the same sensation because your body will regulate itself according to these natural cues. After sunset, those in rural areas would go inside, have dinner, and then light a lantern or oil lamp. The light from these was very dim. They would sit, eat dinner, give thanks, and perhaps pray. This is incredibly important as it generates various pleasure-inducing substances. We release dopamine when we express gratitude. So they would give thanks, pray, express gratitude, and then retire for the night. They slept incredibly well and enjoyed robust health, thanks to light exposure and healthy eating. A healthy person is someone who lives as our ancestors did in rural areas, or as prehistoric humans lived. Now, for you watching this, considering all the routines I've described, how much of it do you actually practice? Please share in the comments below what your sleep routine is like. How busy is your day? What time do you eat dinner? What time do you go to bed? Are you still feeling rushed and agitated when you try to sleep? Do you use your phone right before bed? Tell me, how can your body possibly know it's time to sleep if you're not helping it with these signals? If you're not aiding the rise and fall of cortisol or the increase of melatonin, and instead you're destroying your melatonin by staring at your phone, is it truly possible to sleep well? It's impossible. Anyone who does this and still sleeps soundly is simply one of those rare individuals who are naturally good sleepers. However, the majority of people living modern lives cannot sleep well. Their bodies can't understand what's happening. Our bodies are still adapting. They weren't designed for this modern programming. We haven't evolved our biological rhythms to match our technological advancements, and as a result, our bodies will suffer. You'll start experiencing insomnia, which then leads to anxiety and other health problems because you're not sleeping well. Your entire body begins to collapse. Then you go to a psychiatrist, and you're prescribed Rivotril, clonazepam, Zolpidem, and all sorts of medications to induce sleep. But where is your sleep routine? Where is the guidance to first establish a proper sleep routine and respect your body's natural functions? Some might say, "But Robert, exercise doesn't work for me when it comes to sleep." Or, "Waiting 2 hours after eating doesn't work for me." You have to adapt. You can't just say, "I want to do it, I will do it," and expect it to happen without effort. Your body was programmed for this, and if you don't provide it with this routine, it won't respond, and you won't sleep. It simply won't understand that it's time to sleep. How do you expect your brain to switch off? Our bodies thrive on routine. If you establish a well-structured routine, your body will embrace it, and in a short time, you'll be sleeping well, respecting your body's natural limits, and becoming a super healthy individual. The primary foundation for us is sleep, followed by nutrition, exercise, and everything else. However, to achieve good sleep, we often need to tire our bodies, and exercise is essential. We also need foods rich in tryptophan. It's a sequence. There's no magic bullet. If you want truly restorative sleep, follow these guidelines and commit to achieving deeply restorative sleep. In today's video, we've shared tips that are truly worth their weight in gold. You now understand our sleep-wake cycle, the roles of hormones like cortisol and melatonin, and their direct relationship with light exposure. Let me reiterate a few key tips for you. Observe the sunrise and sunset. Engage in physical exercise. Establish a consistent routine and gradually dim the lights as evening approaches. Incorporate tryptophan-rich foods into your diet. All of these practices will significantly help you. I genuinely want you all to sleep well and be healthy, but you must commit to this routine. It won't happen in 1, 2, or 3 days. Be persistent, be resilient. I want the very best for you. So, consider your bedding and rewatch this video to ensure you're following each step correctly. I truly hope I've been able to contribute to your well-being, and I sincerely hope you can overcome any sleep-related challenges you face, leading to a super healthy life filled with restful sleep. If you've made it this far and haven't yet subscribed, please click here, subscribe to Young Forever Health, and activate the notification bell. We have so much valuable content to share. Also, please share this video on your social media, WhatsApp, or wherever you can, because many people can benefit from this information. If you know someone who struggles with sleep, share it with them. It could make a huge positive difference in their life moving forward.